your juice, thinking I'ma cheat you. The only one thing I wanna do is
I got my own briquettes. I give you some things that you won't forget. Y'all didn't know I was a hip-hop head from way back. Can I proceed? Okay, yes. Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much. Woo, Lord. This was so amazing. I want to thank my sister. And let me tell you, we have cried on the phone together. There's not too many. I don't like to cry in public. Joteka Edie's on the phone. It had me crying on Women with Black Women. So it's very rare. But there are some people who can bring me to tears every time. And my machetes are, of course, those people. So thank you. I'm going to go off my remarks just a little bit. I apologize in advance, my prepared remarks. I want to thank culture creators and Joy, best name ever. Thank you so much for this amazing, amazing honor. It feels so good. I'm always happy and joyful to be in the presence of my people. Always happy and joyful to be in the presence of the culture. Because the culture has always been the most powerful force in this country, and we've always used the culture in the cause of justice. So I just want to thank all of you, my fellow honorees, Larry, who I just was on his show literally yesterday, who's such an icon. Thank you to everyone, and congrats to everyone. And I just want to say real quick, I will be short. I am off my remarks, and I apologize. Literally yesterday, we were at State of the People, at the State of the People Power Tour, and its final stop here, its ultimate stop here in Los Angeles, where Vice President Kamala Harris spoke from her heart and her soul. She showed up and showed out for the people. And while we were inside the Seed School, energizing ourselves and preparing ourselves to use the power of the culture for justice, which is our legacy as a people, outside in the streets of Los Angeles, the regime police in military gear were snatching people off of the streets of LA, a sanctuary city. They were doing injustice, literally in the face of justice, literally under the nose of those who were crying out and working for justice. We were there with the people doing the work of justice, and injustice was literally outside of our door. So there's never been a more important time for us to fight and to collect the power of us, the power of the culture, no matter what the venue is, and use it in that cause that we have always embraced, because it is our ancestral legacy. And we know our ancestors do pay attention. Check out Nottoway Plantation. They found out that the ancestors, they do watch, they do pay attention, and so we must fight. We must fight in this moment. This is our Harriet Tubman moment, y'all. And we have to embrace it. And so I just want to thank all of those who have been in the business of embracing the power of the culture. And I want to thank you so humbly for including me as a culture creator. It could not mean more. I also want to thank, in this earthly realm, my husband, Jason Reid, my ride or die, my partner in the Joy Reid Show and in our documentaries and in our production company. I have quit many jobs, and this man has financially supported me in the moments when I have been recalcitrant about working for people. But this time, when I stopped working for people, literally, it was within 24 hours that he said, okay, we're going to stop crying, and we're going to create the Joy Reid Show. We started planning that within literally 24 hours, and that is because I have the right man. It's important to have the right partner. You got to have the right partner. Come on. Come on, we in church now. You got to have the right partner. I have the right partner. Also seated at that table, Lachelle Sargent, who was literally my very first publicist when I didn't know what a publicist did. And she coached me on my first red carpet, and I am not good at red carpets, but she gave me the Lord of the Rings speech and said, girl, pose. People are going to see this picture. Even if one person takes a picture of you, you just pose and keep it moving. She's my motivator and my friend. She's at my table. I want to thank her as well. And Joteka, baby. Win with Black Women. I just want to thank Win with Black Women, which was the first place I went for comfort after losing my show. And like I said, I do not cry on TV. I try my very best not to, but when I tell you Win with Black Women and Latasha Brown brought me to tears, and people tried to use those tears as a sign of weakness. No, it is a sign of strength. We cry for justice. We cry for right. We cry when we're in community, and I was crying out of joy and out of gratitude. So don't get it twisted, Trumpies and MAGA. I don't cry for y'all. Y'all cannot bring me to tears. It's the culture that brings me to tears. I love you all. Thank you. I appreciate you. And God bless and long live Altadena. Love y'all.